Diving in deep to the world of crypto. You're listening to Vorpen AI.
Okay, so you sent over some articles about what's happening in the crypto world lately.
That's some really fascinating stuff.
And it looks like Cardano is having
A big week.
a big week.
Definitely.
Yeah, but there's a lot more happening out there too. So
Oh, yeah.
let's dive into this crypto week in review and see what we can learn.
Sounds good.
So Cardano.
Yeah, Cardano's been smashing records with its transaction levels just in October.
Yeah, we're not talking like a little bump or anything.
Yeah.
This is like
Huge.
everyone in a small country decided to make a Cardano transaction, like every day.
Yeah, pretty much. And to handle all that, they've been rolling out some key innovations like their hydroscaling solution and the Plutus platform for smart contracts.
Okay, now, I know we've talked about scaling before, but
Yeah.
could you just remind us how Hydra is actually helping with this, like, flood of transactions?
Yeah, so Hydra essentially allows the Cardano network to split its workload into smaller chunks and process transactions in parallel. It's like opening up multiple checkout lanes at a busy grocery store.
I like that.
And then Plutus makes Cardano even more appealing to developers because it provides the tools to create more advanced and versatile applications.
So well, it's kind of like the
Yeah,
1-2 punch.
exactly.
So with all this growth, what are some of the things that you see Cardano facing as hurdles as it continues to evolve?
Well, that's the key question, right? Scalability is always a challenge for any blockchain that experiences rapid growth,
Right.
and Cardano's no exception.
Yeah.
Even with solutions like Hydra, maintaining a smooth and efficient network as the number of users and transactions keeps increasing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a major focus for the Cardano team.
Yeah, I bet. Now, I can't ignore this. These big investors, the so-called whales, are buying into Cardano.
Right.
What is the significance of that?
Well, whale activity is always something to watch closely in the crypto world. It often indicates a belief in the long-term potential of a particular cryptocurrency. When these big players start making moves, it can really influence market prices and overall sentiment.
Yeah, and it seems like that's a factor in Cardano's price rally lately, right?
Oh, it's definitely. And there's even more fuel for the hype train.
Oh, is there?
Charles Hoskinson,
Okay.
Cardano's founder, has suggested that we could see nation-states adopting Cardano within the next 6 years.
Nation states on Cardano.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold prediction. I mean, what kind of impact could that have if it actually happened?
Well, it's a long way out, right?
Sure.
But it does speak to the growing acceptance of blockchain technology beyond just the tech and finance world.
Right.
You know, if governments started utilizing Cardano for things like identity management or land registries, supply chain tracking, you know, it would be a huge leap for mainstream adoption.
Yeah.
Of course, there'd be challenges and regulatory hurdles to overcome, but the potential implications are pretty significant.
Yeah. And analysts are predicting that Cardano could hit a $100 billion market cap,
Wow.
potentially revisiting those previous price peaks.
Oh, wow.
Could we be looking at a major surge?
It's certainly within the realm of possibility, but as always,
Yeah.
crypto is unpredictable.
Totally. Now, while Cardano is grabbing the spotlight this week, we can't forget about the rest of the crypto landscape.
Of course not.
What's the outlook for some of these other players like SEI, Ondo Finance, Cetus?
So it is important to keep an eye on the broader market.
Yeah.
For SEI and Ondo Finance, forecasts are a bit mixed.
Ugh.
Despite a recent decline, for SEI analysts are still predicting a potential 30% increase,
Wow.
while Ondo shows signs of a possible 29.92% rebound.
Okay.
So some potential for gains there.
Yeah. What about Cetus Protocol?
Well, Cetus just got listed on Binance,
Okay.
and it saw a 60% surge right out of the gate.
Wow.
The trading volume just exploded, so there's a lot of excitement around that listing.
Yeah. New listings always seem to shake things up.
They do.
Now, let's not forget about the meme coins.
Oh, the meme coin.
What's the latest with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu?
Well, it seems Dogecoin is still closely tied to Bitcoin's movements.
Yeah, it always seems like Dogecoin is following Bitcoin's lead.
Right. If Bitcoin takes off on another bull run,
Uh-oh.
we could very well see Dogecoin riding that wave too.
And there's buzz about a potential meme coin rally in 2025. Is that just hype, or could we actually see Dogecoin back at its all-time high?
It's definitely not out of the question.
Yeah.
Remember, meme coins are heavily influenced by social media trends
Right.
and online communities.
Yeah.
If the right conditions come together and that hype train gets rolling, anything is possible.
And speaking of hype, Shiba Inu just hit a mind-blowing milestone. 21 trillion transactions in just 24 hours.
Wow.
What is that kind of activity signal?
Well, it's a strong indicator of network activity and user engagement.
Yeah.
That volume of transactions suggests that a lot of people are using and moving Shiba Inu around, which is generally a good sign for any cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but with all that activity, are there any potential downsides?
Well, it's worth noting that we're also seeing increased activity from whales in the Shiba Inu market.
Oh, really?
So while that can be a sign of confidence,
Right.
it's important to be aware that if these large investors decide to sell off their holdings,
Uh-oh.
it could put some downward pressure on the price.
So even with positive signs, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
Overall, this crypto week seems to have a pretty bullish feel, though, especially with Cardano pulling in a massive 393% increase in net flows.
Right, and a lot of that inflow is attributed to those whales we talked about earlier.
Oh, wow.
So it seems the big players are definitely feeling bullish on Cardano right now.
Definitely some positive momentum there.
Yeah.
But even with all this excitement, it's important to remember that crypto is a roller coaster.
Absolutely.
There will be ups and downs, and it's good to keep in mind that Cardano, for instance, is facing some resistance at that 0.66 mark.
Exactly. Don't let short-term fluctuations distract you from your long-term investment strategy.
Right.
What's truly captivating is what this surge in activity, particularly for Cardano, reveals about the future of decentralized finance and how cryptocurrencies might fit into the global economy.
A lot to think about, for sure. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
Until next time, happy investing.
See ya.